If y'all don't know me, I go by the name of Quavo. Born and raised in the north side of Atlanta, home of the Migos. This city has always been home to me, from playing in the streets and, you know, nurturing me and teaching me how to be the man I am standing before you. So, I mean, one of these issues that I care about is resolving the gun violence issue. And you can't understand the struggles of gun violence if you're not in the field or in the heart of it. So one thing I learned about working with Vice President Harris is she always stand on business. From inviting me, what's up, mama? From inviting me to the White House last year to discuss these solutions to passing the biggest gun safety laws to date. So it's only right in the birthplace of the culture. It's also the same place to launch the first African-American woman to run for president. Yeah, we changing the culture again. So if you never voted before, make sure you get out and vote right now, because it's the real one. And in the words of my brother Takeoff, let me get a Kamala. I'm going to hand it over to Tyler the Green. Let him talk about his vote and introduce the next president of the United States of America. Yes, sir!
What's up, how this is your girl, Meg Thee Stallion, aka the Hot Girl Coach, reporting live with the future president of the United States!
Everybody.
What do you have to say to the American people?
We are not going back.
What's up, this is your girl, Meg Thee Stallion, aka the Hot Girl Coach, reporting live with the future president of the United States!
Everybody.
What do you have to say to the American people?
We are not going back.
This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil, and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So while, these elites are using, these celebrities, to get these simple jigs, on board with this woman, who isn't even African American, she doesn't claim it except for when, it's convenient for her, but this woman could very well be used to bring in all types of draconian measures, all types of chaos, civil unrest, and all types of evil, to Babylon, man. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakafadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations, brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutations, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, and let's say shalom. No, but pray that this lesson be edifying to the elect. So, this is Kamala's meaning in Finnish or Finland, or the Finland language, and I got this, explanation from beloved Apostle Gabar. So it's
Kamala,
and what it means in Finnish is horrible, terrible, awful. So this woman, who I believe is set up, that they showed the episode with the Simpsons and with Lisa Simpson. She had the purple suit on or whatever with the pearls, and Kamala had the same thing when I believe that was when during the inauguration of Sleepy Creepy Joe, So there's there's no such thing as coincidence, man. These devils constantly show different things that they're doing or going to do, in their media and their movies, TV and what have you, So these, I have a couple articles I'm just gonna read a little bit of, but this woman could very well be used to usher in all types of hell here in Babylon the Great, aka America, man. So this first one is from the People's Voice. It says Kamala vows to seize guns and disarm Americans within 100 days using executive action. This was published July 31st, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Now we know how these Edomites, these so-called white people, feel about their guns, man. So this off rip, will cause civil unrest, man. Let's see. Let's get let's start off with that. Second Ezra 15:15. For their sword and destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, right? In the modern day, sword would be a gun, but they could be literal swords that these people will walk around with, machetes and what have you, sticks, bats, rocks, whatever, But as the scriptures say, the Egyptians shall fight against the Egyptian. This is spiritual Sodom and Egypt, man. Here, America, man. And these different things that these elites want, is chaos, man. Order from chaos, man. Or order out of chaos, man. So they gotta cause the chaos, and there's multiple articles. Even I believe Trump himself said that let me see if I can grab it. Salaki, here we go. This was from March, a couple months ago. It says Trump's warning of a bloodbath if he loses, man. And there's been multiple people on the so-called right, that have been saying that, if Trump doesn't get in, it's going to be civil war and everything, and basically vice versa, man. So everything is ripe, for this place to be destroyed, man. Yahawashi is really putting that spirit out there. These people coming up against each other, man. Second Ezra 15:15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. So these people are going to be going, that shit crazy when they start coming to seize their guns, man, and disarm the the Babylonians here, man. Let's get another one. This one says from Natural News, published August 2nd, 2024. It says footage resurfaces to show that Kamala Harris wants to defund the police. It's about upping the system. So at the same time she's talking about disarming Americans, now she's also talking about basically helping to defund the police and make sure the police can't help like that. So it'll be a whole purge movie out here, and then people won't even have no guns to even defend themselves, man. Basically just causing all out chaos and anarchy in the streets, man. This is what this woman is pushing forth, man. What she keeps, she's vowing to do when she, when and if she becomes president, man. Of course, they attacking the meat. Kamala Harris vows to ban meat in America if she becomes president. So as her name means, horrible, terrible, awful, is gonna be under her rule. It's gonna be terrible, man. You know, and they're using these celebrities to really get Jake behind her, simply because you know they believe she's one of us. You know, and that's why you know in Proverbs 22:3, a prudent man foreseeth the evil. You know, us brothers, you know, that are paying attention, we see what evil is on the horizon, man. We see what this woman's all about, you know. But the rest of the people are simple, and that's why they're gonna be punished, man. Because they're not paying attention. They're just, you know, busy over there, you know, watching Megan Thee Stallion twerk and Quavo talk about, you know, he's being used to come up against gun violence and what have you. So that whole narrative to take the guns is already being laid out, man. You know, and it's not that as the scriptures say, that when the wicked, if they do it good, they do it unwillingly, man. You know, so it appears to be for the betterment of the people, but it's more sinister, man. You know, it's always a left-handed thing with these devils, man. You know, so they want to disarm the people to make it easier to and less, so they have less resistance when they start moving on the people, man. That's what it's about. But a prudent man perceived the evil and hideth himself, right, under the shadow of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, man. Under those names, you know, and hope and pray, you know, that the Lord will, you know, guide us and protect us, you know, in these troubling times, man. You know, that's why, you know, we give diligence to make your calling and election sure, man. We hope and pray that we're of that number to be delivered from these devils, man, when all this hell starts coming out upon the earth, man. That's the last one I'll read a little bit of. Also from the People's Voice, it says, Harris vows to accelerate WF plan to depop America if she wins in November. You know? So this is what it's all about, man. You know, and they're using this whole, you know, global warming, all this bullshit, you know, carbon, you know, you got to reduce the carbon footprint and blah, 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 you know, but it's all, you know, in order to control the people, man. And you think about, you know, China, you know, how they have surveillance on the people. They're going to have, you know, social credit scores, your carbon, you know, carbon footprint, you know, how much meat you consumed, you know, how often you eat a burger or a hot dog, or how often you know, if you still have a car. That's why they're pushing for electric cars, so, you know, they can have everything on the grid, including the people, right? So they want to have everybody C-hipped, you know, and a part of the system, the Internet of Things, and everything's, you know, being tracked and traced, man, you know. And that, you know, that carbon footprint is going to be a part of that social credit score, and you know, they'll be able to penalize you because your finances will be linked to that C-hip as well. You know, as it says in Revelation, the 13th chapter, you know, because of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma, you know, and that no man may buy or sell, save he that had the mark, the charagma, right? And this is a worldwide thing that's happening, man. So they, you know, they mention, you know, Agenda 2030, that this is the, you know, when they want to have half of the emissions cut, you know. So we're already, you know, they're already pushing forward towards their agenda, man. You know, their NWO, man. You know, so you got to be stay prayed up, you know. Let me see. Let me read a little bit of this. It says, Democratic presidential hopeful Kamala Harris has vowed to accelerate the WEF plan to depop America if she wins the election in November. In her recent speech at Coppin State University in Baltimore, Maryland, Harris committed to drastically reducing the P in America to combat so-called global boiling. She says, when we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce this P word, More of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water, Harris breathlessly stated to the applauding audience. Says Natural News reports the White House immediately released a transcript of the speech where the word P was crossed out and pollution was added in brackets to imply that but we already know what these devils are all about.
When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
Right, and I mean, and that's what the whole the demic was all in the jump shots, man. Part of it was to delete a bunch of people, which it has already done, and still as we speak, and this new demic that is possibly coming soon, the bird FLU, could push that even more, and then civil wars and race wars and so on and so forth will continue to push that their agenda. Let me see. Get a couple scriptures and that'll be the lesson. I don't want to make this too long. Revelation 18:4, and it reads, and I heard another voice saying and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues, man. So this the type of state of mind that you should be in, Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and our brethren that were scattered amongst the heathen nations, right, is to mentally, spiritually remove yourself and don't be vested into this place, man. Into America, man, because it's falling. So come out of her, right, spiritually, mentally, right, and let your thoughts be in heaven, man. We look for new heavens and new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. This place is out of here, man. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities, man. So the Lord is going to destroy this place, man. And this woman, this devil right here, could very well be the one used to issue in all this hell on earth, man. This is Daniel 12:1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book, man. So Jacob's trouble is very nigh, and she could be the one, the catalyst, to catapult that, this whole all these evils, man. So let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of highlight some of the things that are going on and how how close this JT is, man, and all these different events that are taking place, could help usher in, these unrighteous decrees and ultimately bring forth Jacob's trouble, man. Sedition among men, men fighting one another. As it says, the 17th verse, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So because of all this, race riots and all these different things, they shut down cities and set up, checkpoints and have, FEMA troops and UN troops in the streets and have curfews and what have you. And if there's, new demics coming, so all these things, could be, are coming in the near future, man. It says 18th verse, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man. So it's going to be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, man. So all these things, could very well be, she could be used, to bring them into fruition, man, so to speak. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope and pray that this lesson was edifying to your elect. In closing, I want to thank Yahawah Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Makakatash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me this truth. Salutations, you brothers and sisters that are out there listening, learning, fighting this good fight of faith. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say Shalom. I want to say Abba Ball and Kwam Yashabala. And Shalom. To the next one.